In 2017, I spent a week in the hospital while the doctors raced to try to figure out what was wrong with me. Apparently, my heart was going in and out of rhythm, and the doctors couldn't figure out why. After running quite a few tests and all of them coming back normal, the day that I was supposed to have been discharged, the doctor who was discharging me was walking in my room. At this time, I was asleep because honestly, I was over it. I was ready to go. And when he walked in a room, he immediately told me that he was putting me on heart medication, which would keep my heart from going in and out of rhythm, which it's supposed to. And at that time I thought I was Superman. Up until that moment I had these negative connotations around medication, and honestly I just didn't want no parts of it. Even when I fell off my motorcycle and I beat myself up pretty good, the doctor was trying to give me some pretty strong pain medication. And I just did not want it because for me, I just I just didn't want no parts of it based off of how I grew up. So as a result, when he told me that I would be on medication, it just I don't know. I guess I had a realization that I'm not Superman, but it also hit home like, dang, I gotta take a pill for the rest of my life. That sucks. And I'm leaving out of here and can't nobody tell me what's wrong with me. Can't nobody tell me why my heart doing what it's doing or what's going on. So shortly after that, he gave me the medicine. He set out, and to his credit, I really respect that doctor. I don't know if he was trying to make me feel better or what, but he was basically telling me he had to take heart medication as well, and that it's not so bad, this, that, and the other. And honestly, whether he was BSing me or not, it really made a difference to me. It really helped me out. So, thank you to that doctor wherever he's at. But I'm more appreciative of the next doctor who came in the room because that doctor was walking back and forth past the room while I was asleep. And he came in, asked me a series of questions. He looked at my chart again while they was getting ready to discharge me. And he immediately told me that he wanted me to go do a sleep study test. So a sleep study test was for sleep apnea. So I went probably a week later to do the sleep study test. And in the meantime, I wasn't taking the medicine. Then I noticed my heart started doing that thing again that took me to the hospital to begin with. It got me scared. And then after that, I started taking the medicine. From that moment on, we have no more issues with me not taking my medicine. So once I got to the sleep study test, the lady asked me a series of questions. Because I was already in the hospital for a week, they actually rushed it. So they did it that same week. So I came in, they connected cables all to me and all this other stuff. And they had me lay down, go to sleep. I slept for about 4 hours. They woke me up. And for like a month, I heard nothing else about it. Like, I thought I didn't have anything. I thought they didn't find anything. I thought everything was fine. All of a sudden, I get a package in the mail. So I'm like, I didn't order nothing from Amazon. So I wonder what it is. I open up the box and it's a sleep apnea machine. Then I opened up all the little boxes that came with it, and it was like air filter, like the tubes, the different things to change out your nose and all that stuff. And it turned out that my heart was doing all of that, going into what's called Afib, is because I had sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, basically, when you go to sleep at night, I don't know. I guess your mind forget to breathe or something like that. So once I got on the machine, my heart stopped going in and out that rhythm. However, I'm still taking the medication because, well, that's something I'll have to take for the rest of my life. So, why do I share this story with you? I shared this story with you because I wanted you to understand that the product that I'm sharing with you today isn't about, like, it's two sides to the coin. And I wanted to make sure you understand that I understand what it is to panic or think something's going on when nothing's going on. And the product that I want to share with you today isn't for everybody. So that's the reason why I shared the story with you. I wanted you to know my background so that way you'll understand why I'm using it. But I would argue for as many people as this product helped, it hurts probably even more people because here's the deal. If you know you have a medical condition and you know you haven't wrapped your mental around it, or you kind of push it in the back of your head, or if you hear something about it, it sends you into anxiety or a panic attack or something like that, then I recommend you don't get this product. But for me, I promised myself I would always face my health challenges straight on, head on. I promised my kids I'll be around to 85. Not sure how close I'm gonna get, but that's what I promised. So as a result of that, I tend to take my medical super serious. I'm not one of those dudes who don't go to the doctor. So this is the Whoop Life with the heart sensor. This is the MG or whatever they call it, medical grade Whoop. So I'm going to peel the tabs and let's see if I can just push or pull that out. All right, it says lift here. And okay, I like that unboxing. I was just gonna say I don't like it, but I like that unboxing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Okay, get started scan here. We're gonna come back to this because I don't have an account or anything like that. So we're gonna set that to the side. And here's the Whoop right here. All right, I can't, I'm assuming. All right, reading is fundamental. So we're going to just peel this off right here. I'm assuming it's hiding the sensor. We're gonna peel that. And I like the feel of it. It is kind of heavy. Makes me feel like it's durable. All right, so looking at the sensor, this is it right here. You can see that it's a pretty, it looks solid, is well built. And I don't really like this band. Like, I don't like this band at all. I feel like for $350 before taxes, I should have been able to get a better band than this. And I know the bands are kind of pricey, so we'll see. Let's unclamp it right there. And I'm going to push this down a little bit. Let's see how tight I need to get it in order for it to fit on my wrist. I'm gonna pull that in some. We could slide my wrist into there. Now I'm assuming, fold it back. Actually, that's perfect. And now that is my band. That's the Whoop. Now, honestly, I'm gonna keep my Apple Watch on, obviously, because I want that screen. But with this right here, I guess I like it. I just got to get used to it. The other thing that comes up in there is this right here. So because I got the wireless, I guess because I got the more expensive one, it comes with a wireless charging. So let's see. So I'm assuming it goes like that and it begins charging it. I can feel it on my wrist charging, and I could keep this with me, but we both know I'm not going to keep this with me. I'm going to just use a normal USB-C that I have. I'm just going to double check to make sure I can use it. So for right now, I can slide that off. I could plug this up, and I could plug this into the actual U-green that I have sitting right here, and we can see how that works. Now what I want to do is close this up. I'm gonna grab my phone. All right, so now I'm just gonna scan this. It's probably gonna take me over to the app. Yeah, I figured that's what it was gonna do. So I'm going to install this, which looks like just showing you what you can expect from the app. So I'm just gonna install it. Okay, it's a pretty cool video. I have a Whoop device, create account, get started. It says put on your Whoop, wake up your Whoop, slide on the charger to start pairing sensor. Okay, so we're going to try that. And that just pinched me. That hurt it. Remove the device from your wrist. Wait for the green LED to turn on. Alright, so now that I have the blue light going, I could put it back on. I do not like this process. So the blue light is on. So now it says proceed with pairing. So I guess it wants me to put this back on. So now I'm going to come down here. Once your charger is confirmed to have a charge, slide onto device. Still not seeing a blue light. All right, so, okay, so now that we see a blue light, let's see if I can show you that. You can see the blue light is right there. That's what it wanted me to get to. And pull it back so you can see it. Okay, so you can see a blue light flashing on the side. Now that you see that flashing on the side, it's ready for us to continue with the pair. So I can click right here, start pairing. It says choose Whoop. Choose a device. Connecting, pair, continue, create an account. All right, so now it's asking me to connect to my Apple Health stuff. So I'm gonna say that's cool. I guess I have to put in a card in order to activate the members, in order to activate the device. I don't like this part. I feel like this is not the best business practices, if I'm being honest. All right, so I put in my card information, privacy policy. So select and agree to all. I consent to the processing of data concerning my health in the United States. I have read and accept the Whoop. I want to receive updates and research products future. No, I don't. All right. Now it says it's going out, setting up my account. Turn on push notification. I'm going to say allow in summary. Gift up to 3 friends a Whoop free trial. Okay. I'm going to move on. And what to expect. Okay, now I'm in. So, this is just checking my heart rate. First week with Whoop. Whoop shop. Looks like my watch is at 98% full. My battery pack is at 51%. Broadcast heart rate. To compatible apps and devices. No, thank you. Advanced. Pair device, unpair firmware check. I guess we could do a firmware check to make sure there ain't no updates available. Update to get the latest. So I'm going to say update now. So I guess it's updating. You know, this isn't for 350 bucks plus tax. You feel like they would have a better, more intuitive experience. And honestly, as a new person who's never used Whoop and 5.0 is my first one, I don't like the setup process, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I don't like the fact that I had to put in my debit card number to move forward, to start the membership. I don't like the fact of you got to keep pressing real hard on here until a blue light pops up. I don't like the fact that it's super flimsy and it makes me feel like it's going to break every time I lift it up. Like, this isn't a product that I would recommend, honestly. It's just something that I want for my own personal health reasons. And that's it. Like, honestly, I feel like if it wasn't for my situation, then I would be more than happy with my Apple Watch. But honestly, I'm getting old. I want to make sure I'm on top of stuff. And more importantly, I want to give myself a kick in the pants to get back in the gym and get back consistent. But Whoop is not where it's at, to be honest. I don't like none of this. None of this at all. So let's see here. I'm gonna do a firmware check. So when I click update, I don't like the fact that I don't get anything that indicates that it's updating. It just say you could still use the device during this time. So this shows me double tap on your device to show current battery level. Green is high 50% to 100, medium is 20 to 50, and low is red less than 20%. I guess, I mean, I don't, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this right now. So I'm assuming that the firmware was installed because it's not it's not doing it anymore. So I guess it was installed. It's syncing with the watch status. So my Whoop watch itself is almost at 100%. And yeah. So with this, I'm gonna report back to you on it. Like, honestly, I would not run out and grab it right now if I were you, unless you had a really good reason like me. Other than that, I'm not crazy about it. Like, I see a lot of people reviewing the Whoop, and the only reason why I got it is for two reasons. One, I want to be able to track my sleep. Like, I wear a CPAP machine, so that tracks if I have an event, meaning an event is if you stop breathing while you sleep. So I'm assuming it's 100% because it just vibrated on my arm. But that tracks if I have an event, but it doesn't track like the quality of my sleep. It tracks how long my mask is on, how many hours I was in the bed with it on, and if it's any seepage, meaning any air getting out, and it's time to change out my mask. Other than that, that's the extent of the tracking. So I know this tracks my sleep as well. I just want to see if this is going to do it better. But more importantly, I want to see how this stacks up when it comes to, when it's time for me to rest after coming from a gym and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it works out better. But if you look right here, I don't like the fact that that moves. Like, you can see, like, I can swing this to the side and it's not there. I feel like something should be here to lock that down. So once you put it there, should be another clamp right here versus if I'm moving and it slide over. I just feel like the build quality isn't there. And then I feel like you almost got to break it to open it up. And then this piece right here, I feel like this piece is super flimsy. So I don't know. I'm not I'm not happy with it so far, but I'm hoping that the stats change that for me. The amount of information and data I can get back from it change it. If not, then well, I'm gonna send it back. But first, I'm gonna give it this opportunity to prove me wrong. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Till next time. Later.